Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Pugg as he treks through the dungeon. We left off, Pugg the hunter was getting his game on, doing a little bit of training on all his abilities, and learning how to throw. I'm just hitting the part where, thanks to Okawaru gifts primarily, I've become inundated with excess large rocks, and I'm also making good use of my giant spike clubs. By good, I mean occasional. We're totally just gonna sink all the scrolls we have into it, since I don't anticipate actually surviving long enough to regret this decision. Sacrifice as much as we can. Okay. Man, we gotta get rid of these stupid stones. Perfect. Okay, damn near killed myself by forgetting the #1 rule. It's more important to throw rocks at things than it is to die not throwing rocks at things. See if we can't make it without using up a curing. I think we can. There we go. Beauty of having as much health as an ogre. You can survive a lot. Note that I've still put 0 points into defense training. This is kind of an accident, but I am trading my fighting skill as my defense training, and as my HP grows, the amount of punishment I can afford to take, goes up. Quiver me the ordinary stones so I can just pelt things, despite their water boundness. Pretty sure quivering is instant. If not, that's kind of painful. Or annoying. Quiver me the large rocks. There we go. Gotcha. Definitely want to use a large rock against that guy. I backed off to make sure that the large rocks would stack up nicely. They did. And just thump you until you're down. Unknown ring is unknown. No extra ID scrolls, so... Well, we do have extra curse scrolls to try it on. Okay, no help there. Keep looking. I'm gonna say we're not that secretive. There's no way you didn't hear me. New wand, try it out. Paralysis, okay. There goes the surplus feature of those extra nets that I'd carry around. Gastronach, no reason not to pelt him with rocks ASAP. Okay, he didn't quite die. Switch over to javelins of poison. Make sure he's poisoned before we switch over to ordinary javelins. And he's down. The Hat of Ponderousness is something I would not like to give to this particular mage. As a rule of thumb, you don't want to wear the Hat of Ponderousness. It slows you down, and that speed will often kill you. That lack of speed will often kill you. And more specifically, it's a mage hat anyway. And I have very little magery in my bones. Okay, so far so good. We're leaving behind just like one. There it is. Oh, let's totally eat this thing. Hmm. 28 rocks can drop, or by rocks I mean stones. I don't really know why I'm still collecting them, to be honest. In fact, I should probably turn that off. Yeah, because at this point, I have better things to throw than stones. Next floor. Let's see here. Am I wearing that? Yeah, this is the same run. I'm wearing an accuracy +5 ring. That Herald character is going to be a real pain. Leave myself adequate room to deal with him. Okay, he stopped coming at me, I guess. pelt you with javelins just to soften you up. And when you get soft enough to die, I guess that's very soft indeed. We're gonna continue to sacrifice for piety. And just blast everything with my wand, please. Excellent, so now I know what they are. Cold, which is a great wand all on a line. And, to a lesser degree, magic darts, which I don't really want, to be honest. Okay. Retreating battle totally panned out for me. Eat the rat. There's no way Okuwara is going to give you a reasonable piety for killing a rat. Hey, come at me, bro. Die, bro. Diablos. Diablos? Okay, come on. Something saw me. And it was you. Perfect. Thump you till you're down. For the love of God. Big rocks. Down. Just go ahead and eat a banana. And then get back to rocking their world. I'll just hit you with my club. So yeah, now I'm no longer super focusing throwing, if indeed I ever was. I'm out of the very early game, and I'm basically interchangeably whacking stuff with my hammer, sorry, my massive mace, and or, yeah, with my thrown stuff. And wouldn't you know it, more God-gifted rocks. That's just peachy. Have I found... Jesus. I'm pretty sure I found an enchant armor already, and used it on my robes. Because they didn't have a better target. But I will bear it in mind as something that I need to check out. Oh, for the love of God. Come at me. Thump, thump. You two. Throw some big rocks and thump. Yep, the amount of ammo Okuwara is giving me is great. I could literally afford to constantly use, for the remainder of the lair at least, because that's at least the duration of how long this piety will last, I could afford to keep throwing these rocks around. I think the reason I'm not is because it occurs to me at some point I might not be able to retrieve the rocks from underneath a dangerous area, and at that point I'll be glad that I have spares lying around the dungeon. Oh, wouldn't you know it, I'm pretty sure I just was talking about how I could use this to enhance my fire dragon hide. Enchant the worn hide. Alright, so that's definitely the direction we want to go for armor in the future. Problem is that we lack the resist cold to make this a safe choice. But once we are required. Once we have passed that hump and we have that acquired, we'll come back for this. It's very unsafe to go around with a open vulnerability, because you're doing great, and then suddenly something shoots you in the vulnerability and you're toast. Also, there's the inescapable fact that being an Okuwara worshipper, it's just a matter of time before he starts gifting me all sorts of good armors, and it's like, well, I could wear that, or I could wear what God gifted me, because it's just that good. We're going to go Dex here, and Strength will keep filling itself up. Just to branch out a little. Strange disturbance. Ooh, it's a shark. Okay, stand on the edge, and let us attack my way down here. Cool. Got one of them sharks. Fire on the iguana, kill the iguana, nom 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 the iguana. Fire on the hippogriff, kill the hippogriff, nom 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 the hippogriff. Of course, with that much hippo on my hand, I can't carry stuff. Let's get rid of stuff. Let's get rid of magic dart, polymorph other. Those are the two I'm most likely to not use. And a bunch more stones, because the less stones I carry, the better. And, where's the bulk of my weight coming from? Oh yeah, the 19 bananas. I keep forgetting I have those. All the needles I don't use. Ditch a few of those. That works. Eat some hippogriff and shafted from 3 to 5. Alright. That's a blink frog. Where there's one, there will be more. So, gotta be cognizant of that concern. Definitely wanted to mash that guy with a rock. While the rock... My big concern was not to throw rocks far away and then get ambushed by everything else that I could no longer kill because I'd given up my rocks. That's why I'm clustering on myself like this. Lindworm is going to be a pain if I don't break my theory to rock it now. Let's close in on my little corner, switch over to javelins, switch back to rocks. Okay. That's a takedown. That's a takedown, but my health is low. So sit out in the corner and hope to God your health comes back. You've been shafted far enough that there's probably some really serious enemies on this floor. In fact, no, I don't have a magic mapping handy. Actually, I should probably just read whatever scroll I haven't ID'd yet. You, what are you? Unholy creation? Alright. That sucks. Last thing I want is for my ally to start getting in trouble and then Okuwara to be pissed off at me. That's a takedown. That's more stuff. Eat the kill. Okay, we are now stabilizing somewhat. Again, back to my corner. Get my health back. And now we'll take a look around. Shit. Back to a safe spot. Okay, you just fight. You feel guilty. Well, yeah, of course you do. But you know what? He's dead. Okay, that's a takedown. Grab some more rocks and just keep pelting. Shit, he got away. Switch over to javelins and hide. Okay, takedown, sacrifice. There's the god gift of 4 more rocks. So I literally don't even have to move north to grab my own rocks with any urgency. I wonder how much of the floor I'm clearing out with this method. But you all probably see that I am allowing for a lot more security than normally I would. I'm being very scared, very cautious. I have no safe haven, so I'm building a safe haven in the corner. Or a safer haven. And very methodically expanding out from it, rather than trying to run willy-nilly into the middle, seeking my staircase back up. Okay, there we go. A couple elephants. Let's retreat back into the known. Hopefully it's just a couple. We'll rock them. Okay, we need to kill that one before he gets away. So, spare a poison javelin. He's down. It's 2 down. Two large rocks is worth stopping for. And sacrifice. We'll use the poison javelins. Switch to rocks. Blow them with rocks. Hit him with a club. Okay, there we go. Now it's 1-on-1. 1-on-1 I shine. Okay, very good. Very good. Go ahead and eat a banana. Have 2 bananas. A sacrifice of an elephant was very high piety, and for my trouble I gained a pittance of exploding darts that I'm not even going to dignify by picking up. We are going to focus train fighting a little bit more. I'm sorry, not fighting, my clubs a little bit more. Just because clearly I'm doing enough damage with ranged weapons at the moment. And I don't know how the formula works to know whether or not I'm hitting diminishing returns with it. Whereas for the... shit. Whereas I do know for a fact that you hit diminishing returns... or I haven't hit the point of diminishing returns with the other yet. We're gonna attempt to paralyze him. Failed. I just don't want to get rolled on at melee range. Heal wounds until I feel a little bit more secure. There's the roll. He did not roll on me. There's him rolling on me at melee range, and now he's down. Probably didn't need the heal wounds, but if he had rolled better damage, I might have needed it, so I'm glad I took it. Again, this shafting has been very interesting, and it's rapidly beginning to be less fun and more dangerous. Let's just continue to tease my way around the edges here. And, of course, enchant weapon for accuracy is fine. Still haven't found a blowgun. That's just unusual. Normally you find one by now. Or, you know, are killed by a kobold wielding one. Okay, there's my way up. I've left a couple large rocks behind. No big deal. Can always come back for them. More accurately, you know, they're over my weight limit is the real problem. Come closer. Come closer. Come way the hell closer. Peg. Down and sacrifice. Okay, new shield. You need 3 hands to do that? I was afraid of that. New shield, not even going to look at it. Unless it's a shield of do 25 extra damage because you know, because Okuwaru loves you. And it can't be because that isn't a brand. Then I'm not interested in the shield. The amount of damage I deal is with the Giant Spike Club is much more of a security net and a safety. Okay, so far so good. Oh man, I don't have any means of breaking through that, and my dragon armor is of the fire, not the cold variety. If it had been of the cold variety, I could be like, yeah, boy, I have RCC. What are you gonna do to me inside there? Okay, that's almost all of you. No thank you. I mean, it's possible that flight is a good idea, but it's probable that it's not. And at 92% fail, there are very few tactical situations where I would even feel comfortable. I mean, I'll cast it and then I'll probably fall like 10 seconds later. So in case you can't figure it out, I'm definitely considering entering the ice cave despite my unpreparedness. I can always just turn around and leave, is the logic I'm acting under. And if the fact that I can get through the border guard at the front makes me think, well, maybe I can actually manage inside. Oh god. Electrocution. Okay, you know what? You guys win. I don't feel safe on this floor anymore. Shout once for the bumblebee's attention. You know what? No, don't shout. Blast it. Actually polymorph it. Right, because a red wasp is a whole lot less terrifying. Fuck. Yeah, just kill the damn thing. Alright. Finished you off. Perfect. Up a floor we go. Huh. That's a lot of them. Wonder what spells this has that could potentially be helpful here. Why don't you throw on a condensation shield or something before the fight starts? Give myself a little bit of a shield bonus. You know, go from 0 to having 1. Sack them all. Let my god sort them out. I feel like it was either this run or last run that there was like a really good item in the store, but it was too expensive. I think this one. I think there was like a shield. Oh, that's right. It was the shield of poly-resist shield, but for 2,000 it wasn't worth it. Especially since, you know, I'm not going to be using a shield for anything past the early game. Hell, I'm already using my Giant Spike Club and powering it up. I'm not going to use it even for the early game anymore. Let's see what we can do with this. Darts of Frost. I'm pretty sure that this is the floor I would legitimately be on right now. Just head up just to check. Yep. Let's finish off the shafting floor. Oh, hey, you. Any large rocks on this floor? Go pick it up. Come back to your round 7. Nope. Okay then. We're gonna eat it again. We're gonna eat a pair too. And then we're gonna drop something of weight. How about a meat ration? Okay, no to the meat ration. Pick it up the sultanas. I do want to be able to carry around 7 large rocks. That is a nice tactical number. So we'll drop 20 stones instead. Next floor, please. Oh, perfect. Harold. Asshat got away from me earlier. Totally want to grab a large rock. Bail. Knockout. Sacrifice. Pick up. Back off. You're dumb enough to follow me. You dumb enough to die to stones. Or, you know, thump. That works too. Enough of them have seen me that they'll follow me out. Yep. And when they do, they'll get thumped. So, you know, this is a very standard way to play any melee class of always try to convert your fights into one-on-ones and hide behind walls and pull enemies, but I feel like I get lazy with doing this as a Minotaur Berserker, since I know I can overwhelm enemies 5 to 7 times at a time, and 5 to 7 fighters at a time, and because as a Berserker, you always have the option of going Berserk, which actually encourages you to fight multi-on-one, and you have the the evade attack, which again encourages you to go many-on-one. With the Ogre, you have none of those tactics, so you're actually forced to play correctly a lot more often. By correctly, I mean, you know, optimally, more safely. It's kind of nice to be that weak, but you're given enough raw HP to make up for it. Sort of. Whoa, I didn't know orange rats could drain. That's kind of cool. In another sense, it's kind of very inconvenient. 12 to 83%, 12, 83%, because that was instant thump. You know what? Just eat it. I don't care. This will pick up and drop. Polymorph. Keep moving. Boom. Takedown. How are we doing for attack speed? Attack speed is average with the giant spike club, people. Yay! Okay, green rats can just poison, so here I'm okay with just going many-on-one. Just pummel them all into submission. Average attack speed, that's kind of what I want to hear. Next floor. 12, 85%. 12 to 80%. 12 to 70%. Wow, that guy cost me almost at least 10 enemies worth of experience. That's kind of nuts. Hey, follow me, Blink Frog. You didn't follow. Lousy fucking Blink Frog. There you go. But yeah, being a lot more methodical than normal actually really pays off with this build. Because you have the raw power to kill a lot of things, and it's kind of a shame when instead of succeeding in killing a lot of things, you're like, oh, let me try and kill everything at once. Let me just try and get lazy here. And the relatively likely situation of you miss with your club, you miss with your club, you miss with your club, you die happens. Or some variant thereof. Do I have any cursed items? Just that one? Okay, well, we'll deal with it for the moment. As much as I'm scared of electrocution, it's not like I can't tolerate any. I have a lot of HP. Am I carrying a dragon armor with me or something? No, I'm not. Yeah, I got no idea why I'm always on the edge. Come closer, my sweet little fish. I wish to wall up you and make you my bitch. No? Okay then. Right. Yeah, I could technically... See, this is the kind of thing I would study flight for, just so that I could cross a lake like that if in a vacuum if needed. If the elephant trumpets, it almost certainly will have allies following it. Let's try to pull one. Nope, got knocked off the stairs. We'll give a second attempt at pulling one. Yep, succeeded. Excellent. Sacrifice him. Nope, already been trampled. Let's try to pull him again. Oh, got trampled again. Alright. Fair enough. Now we're just going to go on the warpath against the elephants. Excellent. Yeah, the moment we get some actual AC to start lowering the effect of these attacks, better. That dragon armor is going to prove very, very useful, I assure you. In fact, what kind of armor training do I get? -2? Oh, that sucks. I can probably disable throwing at this point. It's good enough to get rid of elephants and such. Probably not good enough to use against dragons consistently, but with any luck it won't have to be. Or maybe it will. I don't have a ranged attack otherwise. Huh. I have to think this through more. For the time being, we'll keep thumping things. Sacrificing everything. Also, there's always the possibility of Okuwara just being like, "Aw, you poor little guy. Here, have a pearl dragon armor." And me being like, "Thanks, Okuwara," and him being like, "No problem. Did I mention that I'm gay?" And me being like, "That came out of nowhere," and him being like, "Well, yeah, but, you know, that's not all that came out." Cha-ching, cha-ching. Anyway. New amulet. No idea what it is. Please to remove it, because I don't wear un-ID'd amulets. My giant's club is still cursed, by the way. I haven't been able to butcher anything in a while. Not that it matters. Oh my god, that's not a real staircase. It's a dead staircase is what it is. Why am I... When did I become... My strength and my carriage suddenly changed, but I didn't pick anything up to my knowledge. Escape hatch impaled, destroyed, your fighting skill increases. Crocodile, crocodile, feel better, you start resting. Crocodile, feel better. Why am I suddenly burdened? I wasn't before. Didn't pick up anything. Drop me some ordinary rocks, please. Oh, fuck me. That Hydra comes at me at the wrong time. This is gonna suck. Okay, perfect. Okay, less than perfect, but at least I know what's coming. We're gonna use the Wand of Cold through the yak to soften up both targets at once. Okay, that's a takedown. Rock, rock, ended. Excellent. Yeah, because my dodge is currently 0-ish, so... You know, the Hydra comes up to melee range and is like, "Hey boy," and I'm like, fuck me, all of those attacks hit every time. Suddenly my massive health pool is not so massive anymore. It's not even like a glass cannon, it's like a glass tank. Tanky as fuck until you hit him. And then suddenly he's made of glass. Alright, I want those bumblebees to keep following me. I think they are. Good. And I'm going to utilize my second Wand of Digging to buy myself this little enclave. Perfect. So that I could convert the fights to 1v1s and potentially dig my way out if things got really bad. This is potentially a bad crossfire, so we'll leave again. Checking out the other direction. Scroll of Blinking. Do I have one of those? I do. Okay, good. So we can get at it from this side, grab a second, and then hide and restore HP. This floor is primarily complete at this point, so I'm going to head down a floor. Bearing in mind, of course, that it's not actually cleared, but, you know, the 0th lesson of Crawl is that you do not need to kill every enemy. And it is an important lesson. I do need some method of getting a resist cold out so that I can start wearing my fire dragon armor. It's not like it's a ring where I can swap it on and off at the appearance of a cold enemy either. It's an armor piece, so it's kind of a commit decision once you put it on. But man, that guaranteed damage reduction in AC is going to be so helpful. I don't know how much of a penalty I'm paying to wear it, and like in terms of my throwing and my attack speed, and I don't even care. I can train out of that eventually, if necessary. Hurl rock is done. Alright, blink frogs. Let's try and take them on one at a time. It's always the dilemma with blink frogs. You throw the rock, it may or may not hit him, and now it's far away from you, and then he blinks, so you're not even going the same direction. So I kind of like waiting a little bit longer, getting them a little bit nearer, so like, see, now my rock is right by my feet. And if I pull them back far enough, even if it lands a little bit further away, it's still close enough. Also, I'm pretty sure that allies taking damage doesn't put you under penance for Okuwaru, but it just makes him kind of unhappy. Maybe it just costs you piety a little bit, I don't know. Whatever the reason, I gotta remember that it's not a big deal, and in tough floors or dangerous situations, be prepared to ally up. Alley-oop. Let's see. We're gonna turn off throwing as soon as it hits the next level. I kind of want to put more experience into my... Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Put more experience into my core skills, whatever those skills might be. And throwing, while a great skill, at this point I'm getting more mileage out of thumping than throwing. He says after he one-shots something with a rock again. It's always possible that I'm underestimating just how valuable throwing is, and that the need to keep up. Oh shit! I'm just spamming rocks until I'm out now. This is exactly the situation you work hard to avoid. Grab both these rocks, and again hurl rocks. Bludgeon. Take down, grab the rocks, bludgeon, hurl rocks. I think that's most of them. We'll start sacrificing en masse. Okay, we have 5 rocks back and a reasonable amount of health. It's a good thing that we have never turned off training fighting this entire game. I mean, I really do need the health since I don't have the defense. And treating your HP bar as... It's honestly less like a defense and more like a stamina bar, in other games. How long can you afford to stay in combat? Did it not come with me? It did not. Interesting. Well, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity to full heal, chomp on a banana, and check out my new cloak, which is probably less good than my old one. It is a Cloak of Preservation, my favorite type in the game. I don't really have much worth preserving, but... How's my MR without... Somewhat resistant, quite resistant. Yeah, we're gonna stick with MR for the moment. Abyss is more likely to kill me than losing my Blink Scrolls is. And that's probably the worst thing that could be taken from me. Normally I would say, fuck that, play the way you're comfortable. Play the way you enjoy. And it hurts more to lose an item. But right now I'm trying to play correctly, and playing correctly would be to say which of these cloaks is actually going to keep you alive longer. I have no guarantee of my survival anywhere. I mean, you saw I nearly died to a pack of frickin' blink frogs. If a drake had showed up at the same time, I would have died. More frickin' blink frogs. Come this way, guys. Okay. Pull one of you with me, and beat you to a bloody pulp. Fine. Crocodrilo, die and eat. Pull 1 or 2 is fine, just rocks immediately. And sacrifice both. I don't see one. There it is. Rocks immediately. Elevate every skill that isn't throwing maximally, but since I don't know the throwing formula, We'll do this. I should really just look up the bloody throwing formula, especially if my goal is to win with an Ogre, and Ogre's early game with throwing is so powerful. I don't know, maybe it scales all the way to level 27 and it just keeps getting more and more powerful. If that's the case, then yeah, there is a real case to be made for saying, fuck magic, just keep the training throwing. My estimation, though, is it's probably more like archery, where there's some theoretical benefit the higher it trains, but once you hit like 16 to 20 range, you don't need to train it anymore. And thanks to Okuwaru's abilities, I don't need to train it more. Okay, we have ID scrolls and we have unused jewelry, so just let's figure out what this jewelry is. You know those amulets I refused to wear? They actually were all inaccuracy. So hooray, hooray for my anal retentive nature. We're going to ditch all of these amulets of inaccuracy. The Ring of Telecontrol is just very helpful, period. So I'm going to keep that on. At the cost of 1 AC, it's not a big deal. Technically, I should be using it as a swap ring like I did in a previous video, but who's got, you know, I don't got the patience. And for the sake of 1 AC, it's not a big deal. If it had been a 6 AC ring, I would try and take I would take the extra energy to use it as a swap ring. What we got here? Magic mapping? Aye. Oh, wow. Oh, so we're all the way on the bottom of the lair already. Yeah, I did say 3 to 5 more runs, and it looks like I'm going to be doing it on the second try, which is kind of awesome. Unless this is the third try. Third try since I said that. I think this is the 4th Ogre overall that I've run for my channel in this Ogre running series. And the second one since I said it'll take 3 to 5 more runs to clear the lair plus orc. Well, here's the lair. There's a definite possibility of this time I'm going to clear the lair. Very definite possibility. Being very careful as I explore the area. I'm doing a lot less auto-explore than usual, I've noticed, for this run. Drop the stack of freaking poison needles that you don't have a firer for. Fire on this thing till it dies. Drop one of the wands. I don't care which. How about the new paralysis wand? Okay, drop a potion. Or drink a potion. Or something. I don't care. Lose the AC ring. Rocks. It's a catable pass. Make sure I have enough room to get out of range of the calcified dust a couple times. I do. Good. Didn't have to, though. No, yes. Crocodile is probably not worth much EXP. Or piety, but the Catablopus totally is. And somehow my piety has gone down? Not sure why or how, but okay. An Amulet of Faith would just be so welcome. You know, until I have the exact armor set that I want. Lower the gift cooldown timings, that kind of thing. No, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for, like, Scroll of Enchant X. Didn't find any. New magic mapping. Oh, you just come right at me, bro. Quiver me stones. Got him. Took a few shots, but I got him. Quiver me large rocks. Get far enough away that it won't lose the rocks underneath something. Thunk. Did I lose a giant rock somewhere? Apparently. Well, it's a good thing I only have so many more waiting for me outside. I do feel that if you decide to go not Okuwaru... Oh, shit. Where did I get so much damage taken so fast? Hide. Yeah, I do feel if you decide to go not Okuwaru, then rocks, the large rock total becomes a much bigger deal. And figuring out the balance between rocks were meant for using, so use them, and what if I use them all up and don't have them when I need them, is going to be a little bit more complicated. Not a lot more complicated. Not enough more complicated that it's not doable, but, you know. Eat sheep, sack sheep. Hurl rocket sheep. What kind of archers do you make, you ogres? Oh, you guys make -3 on everything. You're terrible skill trainings. For the things you're not good at, you are bad at them. Which might sound like a given, but it's not. That's all my large rocks, and that's you down. Okay, this kind of setup makes me nervous for a dire elephant of some kind. Also, I have yet to face death yaks on this floor, so there will almost certainly be a pack of yak somewhere. I will shout to get your attention and then hide, because I do want you to come all the way into melee with me before I start pounding on you. And you I will eat. I think the trait is called Saprivore, but there's the probability of nausea is reduced, and your ability to eat rotten meat exists. These are such welcome properties for any race. It's not quite as good as Gourmand, but it honestly feels that way. Shit. Immediately going full out with rocks, curing. Why can't I fucking kill you? Okay, heal wounds, club. Could have died there. I must have missed with half my rocks or something, because that guy just took a beating. Okay, lots of secret doors. It's like I'm not supposed to know about that whole middle area, but I totally do. I have telecontrol, so I can get away pretty easily. Let's full explore everything else first. You know how I said I'm waiting for a pack of death yaks? Well, ta-da! Beating up a death yak. And then retreating up a death yak. Beating up a death yak. And retreating. We're just gonna pull, I guess, is the way to go. That's one. It's just, you can't let past experience guide how much damage you'll take as an ogre, because with no AC to reduce the incoming damage, every hit takes a chunk out of you. And it's just a matter of how high the die rolled. And also, you can't rely on previous example to see how much damage you'll deal, because it might just miss completely. Quiver me some javelins, please. Okay, got him. 5 large rocks. We'll switch back to the rocks. Have a strawberry, and then descend. Now, I left the death yak corpse in this direction. Has it rotted yet? Yes, it's just a skeleton. Shit. Well, this one didn't rot. And it's now gorgeous, gorgeous fiery death. Or sacrifice death. Okay. Rocks. Take out the fire drake. Rocks take out the mamba. And I think I auto-traveled into that zone that I was unsure of. So Crazed Wizard is down. Okay, what awaits me inside there is probably the Hellmouth exit. So Hellish Tiles here, an escape to actual hell here, and a series of various tiered demons here. Being that I am, in fact, an ogre, I do not feel confident in my ability to take out that swarm. I have no crowd control abilities. So we're just going to walk away. Pretty sure that's it, right? Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Put travel exclusion on that door. Let's explore the rest of this area. It's nothing, it's nothing. Have some grapes for comfort food. Any large rocks? The nearest are all on the top of the layer already, which is perfect. That's where I would be transporting them to. Any enchant scrolls that I've neglected to take? No. Any armor that I didn't carry out with me? There's the fire dragon armor. Go grab that. Alright, you goddamn bitches. Oh shit, just get out of the water. We can charge you down. Rock your world. Back off, make it come to me, get out of the... Couple large rocks. Boom. That really paid off. There's the ice cave I wish I had gone to, but probably didn't die because I didn't. Or probably saved my life that I didn't. Ah, shit, there's 2 of you? Yeah, you guys win. I'm just leaving the floor. Fire dragon armor. Excellent. Rock you. Large rock. Pick up all these. Ooh, more rocks. God just gifted me another 4 rocks. Just great. It's not like I have 9 of them on my person or anything. So far so good. Let's ditch some throwing nets and some ordinary stones. I can use javelins instead. Let's ditch scrolls of noise. I can think of seldom situations I would rather just scream. Drop 3 potions of curing because I have too many. Make that 4. Let's drop... Should keep a spare potion of restore abilities down here, probably. Drop enslavement and get out of here. Man, I just have rocks everywhere. Another stack of 5 on this floor. Alright, well, eating the rotten meat, and we are out. Repeat, out of the lair. And continuing to roam through the dungeon. Let's leave the Cloak of Preservation behind. I can put that on later if I so desire. Once again, the thing that we're keeping our eyes out for is a ring of protection from cold of some kind. Nothing here that deserves recharging at the moment, so let's carefully sequester my scroll of recharging somewhere. That should do just fine. Wallop everything else. Welp, welp, welp. Out we get. Okay, floor cleared, explored, leveled up to 14. This run is going great. I have a ridiculous amount of resist necro, considering that it's not something that I'm even concerned about. But no matter. This is Pugg the Bludgeoner, still fighting, and Maces is trained up pretty nicely. Attack speed is actually above average with a giant spiked club, believe it or not. It's going the direction of a, you know, massive Executioner Axe style of fighting. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.